moving in, scores!
The Montreal Canadiens are in Boston tonight, feeling festive while handing out season's beatings. This was a fun game worthy of these two rivals. Let's not waste any time. Let's talk about it. This one's going to be a fun one to talk about. Montreal versus Boston, the rivalry from forever. This is the rivalry that I'm familiar with. This is the one that I like more than Toronto or more than Ottawa. And there's this game certainly proved that there's still fire there. So let's get to talking about it. But first, I'm going to tell you about Slab Sharks. If you're into sports cards, Pokemon, or anything slabbed and collectible, you need to check out Slab Sharks. These guys are the gold standard of Canadian card consignment. And honestly, they just make selling cards stupidly easy. Here's how it works. You send in your cards raw or graded, and Slab Sharks handles everything. Photography, listing, shipping, customer service. No hassles, no meeting strangers in a dark parking lot halfway across town. You just sit back and collect your payout. And the best part, their weekly eBay auctions get massive traffic. I'm talking about thousands of eyeballs on your cards every week. More views, more bids, higher final sale prices. They get the best cards too. Check out these recent sales. I see like 20 grails every week. It's nuts. So if you've been thinking about moving your cards, or you've just got a stack sitting around collecting dust, follow my affiliate link in the description or download the app on your phone and let them turn your collection into cash. Fast, safe, and ridiculously easy. Slab Sharks, Canada's consignment powerhouse. Dive in. Again, big shout out to Slab Sharks. Thank you so much for sponsoring me. That was a huge Christmas gift. If you want to help me out, click on that link in the description and maybe we'll see some more from Slab Sharks. So, on commence avec la formation de départ. It's another interesting formation of départ tonight. Nos attaquants, our forwards, Caufield, Suzuki, Bolduc, Slafkovsky, Cutman, Demidov, Texier, Dano, Anderson, Blais, Veleno, Gallagher. So it's as I kind of predicted, Texier, Dano would be together. I was hoping that they would move Gallagher up just kind of for the nostalgia, but it makes sense that Anderson is up there with Dano. No défenseur, our defenseman. We got Matheson, Dobson, Hutson, Carrier, Struble, and Jacky. Struble and Jacky pairing. Did they play together? No, they kind of didn't. I think that Jacky and Carrier, yeah, they did. They moved around. They moved people around tonight. No Gardien, our goalies. Fowler is back in net and Dobesh is backing him up. Not going to talk about the goalie drama. If you want to hear about that, you can go to my video that I posted yesterday. Get my thoughts, but my thoughts are constantly changing about that. They've even changed tonight. Maybe if we have time, I'll talk about that. So they drop the puck in. What kind of game are we going to expect? Is it going to be kind of a chill game? They feel each other out for, a little bit, maybe the first and second period, and then pour it on in the third. How's this going to roll out?
Right off the bat, indeed. Just like these two teams started off back in November.
Okay, a fight immediately, right off a face-up. That certainly sets the tone. Josh Anderson and Tanner Jeannot. They have bad blood from the last game, so this makes sense. You're probably seeing the fight continue somewhere here. A good little tilt. They're both headed towards the box, and on the very next shift, Lindholm is going to join his buddy Jeannot in the box. Montreal is going to try out the power play. And it's not much of a power play. Demidov has been moved down to the second power play, much to the chagrin of basically everyone except for whoever's making the decision about moving Demidov up and down in the power plays. Maybe it's just being done to give us something to talk about. We now see Fowler bailing out Hutson, who turned over the puck at the blue line, as he does from time to time. He is not without fault. He does make this mistake every once in a while, but if this happens, one time out of 10 and his plays result in a goal 3 times out of 10, I'm okay with it. There's an uneasiness to this game so far, and you're hoping that Montreal can find a way to get one step ahead of Boston.
We go off the draw. It's going to be Arbor Jacky and Nikita Zadorov.
But now, Jacky and Zadorov are going to have a heavyweight bout. I guess it's good that they're getting this out early, because once you start getting goals, then it becomes like a bidding war on who's able to fight, and is that going to give that team momentum, and do you want to give them momentum, and blah, 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 blah. Good fight here. It's pretty even, honestly, but Jacky goes down in the end. Zadorov, he's a big boy. Now Jeannot runs into Slafkovsky off the faceoff. They're going to call that interference. Montreal does well on the penalty kill. And now back at even strength, Sami Blais is going to make it 1-0.
Line. Hutson, long try, hit a body in front. Blais side of the net, scores!
An impossible angle here. Swayman not butted up enough against the post. I guess Blais just gets these. He's absorbed Caufield's power, but really, Swayman, you were being lazy here, bud. So Montreal is up 1-0. Take that momentum and run with it.
Oh, the try, and Jacob Fowler able to turn that aside. Now Mason Lowry down the wing and front loose.
Never mind. Kusnedinov is going to make it 1-1. Matheson here. Oh, shoot. You know what? Matheson didn't have a very good night, in my opinion. He gives the puck away twice here. Kind of rotten play by Matheson. And on the second giveaway, everyone just kind of freezes. There's no coverage on Kusnedinov, and it's Demidov's guy. So he's left off in front. A free man in front of the net, as is tradition. So 1-1. Now, Demidov is going to take a stupid penalty in the offensive zone. So he gave us some bad defensive coverage on that last goal. They better not score here, Demidov, or you seriously owe us a goal. And it better be a nice one.
Bruins handle it up high. Now Steves off the wing and he scores.
They do take advantage of this. Steves makes it 2-1. Bad coverage on the puck gets to Steves. Fowler can't find the save. Nice one, Demidov. So that's going to do it for the first period. 2-1 for Boston. Second period starts and the energy continues. It feels like these two teams are trying to figure each other out. But Boston, I feel like they've got like 1 foot ahead of Montreal. Fowler has to pull off a point blank glove save on Jeannot. His reaction time it's bonk. It's like there's something even crazier after. Let's wait for that. Behind the play here on the glove save by Fowler, Texier is hit by Frazier. And that's going to be it for Texier. He leaves and he doesn't come back. And as far as I could tell, there hasn't been any updates as of 1 a.m. Atlantic, although I haven't watched the post-game interviews. So they've shortened the bench. You kind of wonder what they're going to be able to do, hoping that they can at least come back and tie this so they can get a little bit of momentum.
Comes back to him and given away. Here goes Demidov moving in. Scores!
Wow, what a goal here by Demidov, just like I asked. Unassisted on the Bruins' moronic turnover at center ice. Demidov sees his opportunity and jumps on it. Totally embarrassing Jeremy Swayman here. So the Bruins are punished 2-2. Yeah, what a fantastic goal. You wish this would happen a little bit more often. Maybe if you had more ice time. Just a thought. This is what I wanted to talk about. No idea how Jacob Fowler does this. He was faked out, but doesn't oversell it and then makes the glove save point blank. He's got better reaction time than that I've ever had. He's got better reaction time than I thought that a human could even be able to have. And I'll say this. I love Dovesh, and I think that he's a really good goaltender. But if this had happened to Dovesh, you know he would be laying on the ice, making snow angels, flapping his arms everywhere, and just praying for a save. The athleticism, the patience, the reaction time. Yeah, Jacob Fowler, you're creating your body of work very quickly. Now Anderson is going to go to the penalty box because we're not really sure why. They say it's a slashing call. They aren't able to show us the example of what happened. And then on the ensuing power play, Pastrnak gets a super duper high stick into Fowler's mask up and under there. He really rattles his stick around in Fowler's throat, but for some reason they don't call this a penalty. This looks like a penalty to me. Could be wrong. The Canadiens eventually kill off that power play. Boston got a few chances in there, but I think that the Canadiens controlled that pretty well. Fowler, however, needs to continue coming up with big saves, and big saves up close. I don't like that. Dobson now gets caught in the face and takes a moment during play to show the official the presence of blood. This is hilarious. So now on a 4-minute PP, Montreal really not clicking. They're looking uncoordinated. It looks like at times it looks like they've never played with each other at all, and this is their first time putting together a power play. But now Caufield gets a chance, but unfortunately continues his drought. Will he ever score again? For a minute here, it looks like Hampus Lindholm scores, but the call is immediately waved off. During all the shenanigans that happen after the called off goal, Zadorov sweeps in because Charlie McAvoy is yapping on Slafkovsky and starts throwing some fists at Slaf, responds. The problem with that is McAvoy is in the bubble. He just had reconstructive jaw surgery. You might have remembered when he got caught in the face with the puck and, half of his teeth fell out of his head. So when you just had reconstructive jaw surgery, you really need to check yourself a little bit. They show replays of the called off goal. It's obvious goaltender interference. Sturm does not challenge, much to the dismay of Boston fans who believe this to be a goal for some reason. And that's going to do it for the second period. We've got a game on our hands here, boys and girls, 2-2 after 2. The third period starts. Texier still isn't back, so they're having to shorten the bench a little. Can the Habs fight back and win? Oh, I forgot to mention, something funny happens here. When the broadcast comes back on, Mark Rowe struggles with his words here. I'll try to clip it so it's best for comedic purposes.
Ivan Demidov, 9th goal of the season. He now has the rookie goal scoring, or has the rookie scoring lead among all points. It was an unassisted.
We continue on. We see Caufield and Suzuki go on a 2-on-1. You figure this is probably going to be a goal, but their mojo, it's completely gone.
I've lost my mojo!
They have not been themselves, and Caufield sends this puck to an invisible player. When will line 1 become themselves again? Is it really that the absence of Slaf has slowed down their production? Because as far as I'm concerned, and I think I said it in my last recap video, line 1 currently is line 2. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Slafkovsky, Kapanen, and Demidov, that they're the real line 1. I think that made a little bit more sense. However,
through the middle, Suzuki with a backhand, they score!
Bolduc makes it 3-2. Zadorov, his stick breaks here. Hutson jumps on it. Suzuki drives the net. Bolduc cleans it up. Line 1 is on the board, 5-on-5. You love to see it. Hopefully, this is a sign of more to come. But wait a minute. Sturm is going to challenge this one? This is just a goal. This is just a goal. Why? You should have, if you're going to challenge one of these last 2 goals, it would be the last one, the one that was called off. This one is cut and dry. Maybe Sturm doesn't understand goaltender interference after all. Suzuki isn't even in the crease here. Swayman comes out to meet him. What was he thinking? They don't take a lot of time on this one. They determined that the original call on the ice was correct. Montreal is going on a power play. This might be the worst challenge I've ever seen. On that power play, Jeannot is going to take another penalty, so it's going to be a 5-on-3. I also want to mention here, McAvoy going off script and shoving Suzuki up high without the puck. Suzuki was not carrying the puck here. Bolduc has it. McAvoy interferes, and I think that the Jeannot call is just a makeup call for this because this was idiotic. I know that McAvoy is a very passionate player, but he's showing some really undisciplined and stupid tendencies here. So now on the 5-on-3, you figure they're probably going to score. But the power play has not exactly been blowing my hair back. Who is going to take the puck and put it in the net?
Back to Demidov. Dobson cranks the shot, broke a stick. Caufield in front, scores!
Yes, Cole Caufield makes it 4-2. Montreal is getting so used to broken sticks here that they're starting to make plays off the broken stick. Caufield gets the puck. It's just him and Swayman. Caufield puts Swayman into a blender, and Montreal punishes Boston for their stupid, undisciplined decisions. I'm talking coaching and players. You're both responsible for this. And then right after the goal, still on the power play, Montreal is going back on the 5-on-3. Boston takes another boneheaded penalty. Are they going to be able to score again? And who's it going to be this time?
Switching with Caufield. Dobson one-timer, bouncing around.
Nick Suzuki, 5-2 Montreal. Montreal continues to make Boston pay with Demidov back on power play 1. It's just getting too easy here. Montreal should probably just slow the game down now. Put the pillow over their face and let's have a nice quiet game until we can go home, have some eggnog, chill out.
The way for Hutson, back across, and they score! Slafkovsky adds another.
Or Slafkovsky can make it 6-2. Merry Christmas, Boston. You can go home early. Join your families, gather around the fire, roast some chestnuts, do whatever Boston people do. I don't know what you guys do. So 6-2, you're just waiting for the game to kind of finish. But Boston doesn't completely turn over here. Zadorov and Slav continue their little tiff. They're both getting on each other's nerves, but there's no way Slav is going to take a fight with Zadorov, thank God. And eventually the clock runs out. Montreal wins 6-2. Fowler, of course, was fantastic, and the offense came alive there. Montreal hadn't won a game in Boston since 2019. So this was a little bit of a monkey off the back situation. The 3 stars of the game were Dobson, Hutson, and Fowler. Hutson and Dobson both had 3 assists this game. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that was a fun one, a good game to close out the night. We're going into the holiday break. Join us again on the 28th for more Habs hockey. And they play against who? Tampa, I think? Tampa on Sunday the 28th, and then Panthers on Tuesday, December 30th. I'll still try to get a video out tomorrow. I don't know what it might be, just like a montage video. I don't know. I'll do something fun just to say Merry Christmas and to obviously to thank you for all your support. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What did I think of this game? First of all, it was really nice having Dano out there. He provided exactly what he was assigned to do. I think he'll be more effective and more of a resource to the team when Evans returns. But we still don't know when that's going to happen. He did what Evans did. Demidov, initially I wasn't too happy with, but that goal made me kind of forget about everything. Slafkovsky continues to be the Slav that we've been seeing recently. Suzuki and Caufield, I was getting toward the end of my rope with a little bit as well, but they came alive. They came alive 5-on-5 a little bit, but mostly on the power play. I really wish 5-on-5 they could come through more often, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. St. Louis did say that a lot of the guys were kind of battling through some sort of a bug, so maybe Suzuki is one of those individuals. A few days might help this team out a lot. I said that if we had time, we'd talk about Fowler. I've been talking for 28 minutes now. Yeesh. Okay, real quickly. If Fowler continues playing like this, it's going to be really tough to implement Montembeault back into the team. Unless Dobesh starts really having a difficult time, then Dobesh will become the odd man out. It's awkward. It's very awkward. I just want them all to have fun. Seeing Texier go out, that was rough. The Rocket are going to have to lend us some more guys probably. All the community members that follow Laval, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to bring up some 14 and 15-year-old kids to start playing on the team. It's ridiculous every year without fail. Anyway, okay, let's end it because I do need to get to sleep. You guys know what to do. Hit the like button. It helps me out with something, I think. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would love to have you as part of this community. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.
Bonsoir.